Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending. Much appreciated. What we're here to present on today are just some of the changes programmatically for next year. My name is Chris Rivera, Superintendent, celebrating 6 years here, actually starting my 7th year today. So yesterday, 6 years ago, was my first day. So thank you. And so happy to be here serving you all and watching our program build. And what is very important about our district, very special actually, is the amount of English language learners we have in the district. And so some of these programmatic changes that we're going to talk about, and my fantastic directors are going to help us speak about, are related primarily to our English language learner department, and that's what's driving the change. But it is going to encapsulate and impact other individuals throughout the district and our scheduling, things of that nature. So that's what we want to talk about, the what, when, why, and all those details. And thank you for being here, and thank you remotely if you're watching on the recording. And that's what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Vanderploeg and do my hand gesture to give up this camera. Perfect.
So, well, thank you so much for being here. And with that, yes, I am Dr. Guadalupe Vanderploeg, and this is my 3rd year at the district. I should say I'm finishing up my 3rd year. And it has been an absolute privilege to be at the district at this time. When I came in, it was certainly post-COVID. There were changes, there were new programs, and there were a lot of new faces. And I have to say, when he talks about the program changes that we have for our English learners, rest assured that they are not changes that I have thought of in isolation. I am not sufficiently brilliant. I don't care if it does say Dr. Vanderploeg. It is a 100% collaborative effort. Okay, so I also want to take a moment to introduce Dr. Regina Red.
All right, so good morning. So my name is Dr. Regina Red. I'm the Director of Curriculum and Instruction. And of course, we are excited to have you here. And I've been here for 3 years, going into my 4th year, and excited to bring some more curriculum and instructional resources to our district. So I'm going to pass it along to our next director, and so Director Kim West.
Hi, I'm Kim West. I'm the Director of Student Services, and under that umbrella is the Director of Special Education, and also our early childhood programs and our birth to 3. This is my 5th full year being here, and I'll start year 6 in July. And I love the district. I'm very excited about this TBE program because our EL and our special ed students overlap sometimes. So I'm very excited we're doing this. So welcome. I'm really happy that you came out today.
And thank you so much to all of our parents, of which you are here today. And we certainly want to acknowledge your presence. And we also want to honor your time, since you've chosen to use this time to come and learn about our district and the fantastic changes that we have available for you for the upcoming year. So as you've heard Mr. Rivera speak to, the primary focus of the changes for the upcoming school year are to our bilingual programs. And this wasn't without thought. It has a tremendous amount to do with several factors. Number one, by changing our current programming to a transitional bilingual classroom for the pre-K, K, and 1st grade, in those early grades, that gives children the opportunity to absorb language naturally. They're just doing what they do. They pick up words, they pick up meaning from the words, and they develop native-like pronunciation. We did it because of also the cognitive benefits, because when young children learn multiple languages, students show improved problem-solving skills, as well as creative thinking abilities. they have more words to describe what it is they see in the phenomenon in this world. There's also the aspect of cultural awareness. Spanish immersion builds appreciation for diverse perspectives and global citizenship. Academic success. Bilingual studies show that language learners often outperform other students in standardized testing. We also want to open up future opportunities for our students for college admissions as well as career advancement. And so our goal is it doesn't just end here, but when they go on to high school, that they earn that seal of biliteracy, because that seal of biliteracy ends up translating to future job opportunities and career opportunities for them. And your question might be, well, it all sounds great, and if you've known all this research, Dr. Vanderploeg, why now? Why didn't you do this last year or the year before? And it has to do with this last statement. We have a fabulous staff, and we live in a very generous state that has provided us funding from teacher vacancy grants to grow our bilingual certified staff. When I arrived, we had 3. We had 3 bilingual teachers in the entire district. And now we have 19. And it's because we have the 19 bilingual certified staff members in 2 years that we can transition and make this transition and be very strategic and mindful about the changes that we're making. And what does that actually look like? So our K1 classrooms, pre-K K1 classrooms, well, specifically for this point, from a curriculum aspect, if you wonder, okay, what curriculum are you using? Because I'm a curriculum person. I always love, and I'm a person who's asking the teachers, like, what are you guys using over there? I love that. As parents, you probably also like it. You want to know, and you have a right to know, that we're using Wonders, and we'll be using its mirror, which is called Maravillas. Okay? So what happens in the English classroom happens in the Spanish classroom to provide comprehensive language arts instruction. We've had usage of Imagine Learning. We started with Imagine Learning Language and Literacy. Kids work on it in and out, here, at home, what have you. And to that, we'll be adding Imagine Español to build the bilingual skills of our K-5 students. We also had a math adoption this year, and so that means that all of our K-5 students have moved off of the previous, or will be moving off of the existing math curriculum, and they'll be moving to iReady Math, which in that decision-making process, in that selection process, is that the Spanish mirrors the English. So our Spanish classrooms will be able to provide students the exact same resources.
Can we review the what a little more strongly in terms of what will pre-K, first, or pre-K, kindergarten, and first look like next year? So that we're describing some aspects of it, but let's just tell them what is going to be different next year in pre-K, kindergarten, and first.
Okay.
In terms of the description of the TVE.
Sure. So in pre-K, K, and 1, what happens with students is they certainly have a self-contained, they have a classroom teacher, right? And they have a lot of support teachers. And what we found is that we had a model in which there was a lot of collaboration. And we had teachers in the instructional world going in and pushing into the kindergarten and first grade. And that's an acceptable solution. But what's an even better solution that has them speak language more fluently is when that teacher at the head of the classroom, that teacher that works with them throughout the day in and out, is speaking to them and listening and expecting them to also read and write in Spanish. So our transitional bilingual classrooms will be taught in Spanish in math and in language arts, while our general population of instruction classrooms will be taught in English. The other core areas, social studies, science, art, music, those will all be taught in English in both sets of classrooms. So the kids will have an opportunity to have discourse with each other. They'll still learn the same concepts. They'll still have the same very rigorous standards that they will work to achieve. It's the language in which it's done in the two different classrooms.
Dr. Van, I think I know the answer, but it's just on that impairment. Why is it so important for them to know the Spanish language so that they get better than when they go to the English language? Why is that?
Sure. So Spanish is what they started out with. Many of them started out with Spanish. And they hear it, they practice it, they speak it. It sets an opportunity for creating a very firm foundation. If we ignore it and we don't address it, then it creates a very weak foundation. It's incomplete. And they start from scratch with another language in which they go home and they may not hear that language.
Okay.
In addition to our transitional bilingual classrooms that we'll also be offering Spanish for young learners. We had 309 families respond to a survey demonstrating interest in having their child learn Spanish. And so we had a pilot course during this last quarter called Spanish for Young Learners. And so that particular course will be available before school and after school in the K-5 because the pilot was so successful. We want to extend the same opportunities to other kids who would like to learn Spanish because for some, it's just going to come naturally for them. It offers them conversational skills. It offers an opportunity for cultural exploration and benefits early language learning and enhances cognitive development and global awareness. And so it's another enrichment opportunity for our kids, even if they're not English learners. And this is where I will ask Dr. Red to come over and talk about our STEM opportunities.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you,
tell
Dr.
she's very
Vanderpool.
She is very,
Thank
You
you.
could clip it on your chest.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about our enrichment opportunities that the district offers to students. One of the things we do want to make sure is that we are growing our students and giving them opportunities to extend their growth. And so we do that after school. Many of our after school programs include, of course, the sports, cheerleading, basketball, running club, soccer. But we also want to include academic after school enrichment opportunities. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about our STEM program. I am excited about this because science, technology, engineering, and math is just an opportunity for the students to learn to code, learn to work on robotics. So I'm going to show a brief video of a program called Root Robot. Root Robot is a program that we are going to bring to our elementary schools next year, in which students can participate in an after-school STEM club where they will actually learn how to program and read coding. Okay, so those are some examples of what the students will actually complete. They will probably get fascinated about the programming, but I think they'll be even more fascinated about the fact that what they program within their robot, it will draw it up on the board once they learn the coding, once they learn the language of coding. And so we're excited to bring that to the students. So that's one of the examples of what we're going to be providing for enrichment. The other piece I wanted to also talk about in regards to enrichment, we do have a 45-minute block of time every day in which our students will receive intervention. And that intervention could include enrichment for students that need just a little bit more opportunities to grow. It also includes interventions for students that need additional support, but the luxury of 45 minutes every day in a student's schedule will definitely produce growth in all of our students. And so those are some of the examples of enrichment opportunities that we currently offer in the district. Of course, you see the arts enrichment and the after-school clubs. I will invite you guys to definitely attend the open house in August. Open house is when the principals will give you all the information on how you too can sign your students up for example, the after-school STEM program or any of the other programs. So you'll receive information from the principals regarding open house, but definitely attend open house and you'll get all that information. And that's what we do here to improve our enrichment opportunities. Yep. Any questions? Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. So holistically, this also means that there's going to be a need for additional books. I love books, books. And what this means is whether your child is a Spanish-speaking student, an English-speaking student, if you desire to have access to good Spanish literature that is authentic, next year students will have access to Make Digital Library. And that's for students in K-8. They can access any Spanish language ebooks and digital reading resources anytime. And so to give you an idea of what that looks like, so in that you should have seen that they had web interface, and that web interface was basically a guest reader who's an author. So students before and after school and during school will have opportunities to actually talk to the author who wrote the book, ask questions about the book, also about the author. Okay. We'll also have books from Books del Sur, in which we're currently working to align the topics from English language or Spanish language arts and English language arts with authentic literature from Books del Sur. Because that allows your child, if you're in pre-K, K1, to go home with a beautifully covered, colorful, quality, authentic literature book and read it with you after they practice it with their teacher, after they practice it with a peer. The other exciting thing that we have for next year is opportunities for additional parent engagement. And I'm going to ask our new community coordinator, Janet Terrazas, to come up here and talk a little bit about parent cafes, because this is our very first opportunity that we'll be having. Now, Janet is very, very humble, and she will not tell you that she just completed 40 hours of training from Be Strong Families in order to learn how to host these parent cafes in a confidential way that is also welcoming.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Janet Terrazas. I am the new district community coordinator. I did want to invite you all to our first parent cafe, which will be May 21st, 9 a.m. here in the district office. Myself, as well as my parent liaison colleagues, will be here assisting in that event. They will also be engaging with parents as well. Together as a team, we all went to this training to get certified for the parent cafes. We all found that it was a great opportunity for our parents to get more involved in the district. And what this parent cafe consists of is creating a safe haven for the parents to be able to come in, interact with other parents, but make it feel a situation that is not too formal for us to attend. You walk in, you will see the tables with beautiful tablecloths, some centerpieces, some fidget toys. You know, we'll provide light refreshments and snacks. And it's just a time for you guys to get along with other parents, learn each other's stories, but as well as having that safe haven here, knowing that you could leave this building without anything being said in the exterior of the buildings. So again, it's somewhat of a little therapy group for our families to be able to discuss with other members of our district about parenting, things that resources that we could provide for you as well to be able to be a better parent, get more involved in the district. We want you guys to feel comfortable enough to be here in the district with us. I think myself, personally, I found this opportunity really incredible. I think it was something really nice. I think it's a good thing that our district is bringing on. We actually had a mock presentation with other liaisons, and we did a really good job. We felt comfortable enough, and we think it's going to be something that is very successful for our families to get more engaged into the district. And just so you guys know that we are here for you and we are listening. So I hope you ladies take advantage, and anybody else watching, please take advantage of this opportunity. May 21st, our first parent liaison, our first parent cafe, along with myself and our parent liaisons at 9 a.m. here at the district office. I want to have a little video for the presentation.
During the time when I had my sixth child, I definitely knew that I needed help. I might have had a lot of kids, but I've always been a good parent. It just seemed like I needed a support.
I was curious about the Parent Cafe when I first heard about it, because I said, there's finally somewhere that's going to treat me right, that's going to take care of me.
The Parent Cafe is not for DHS families only. It's for people who are parents, that's it, or people who want to learn how to become a better parent or be a better aunt, a better uncle, or even a better person.
This is our welcome table.
The Net Cafe process is broken down into several segments.
Roll corporate.
We have family style eating in the beginning of the cafe. Then we have full childcare, so the parents are able to talk amongst themselves.
Our theme for today is taking time for your children.
We introduce the theme, whatever our topic is, and we have just group conversations from that.
Come on, let's clean up, Daria.
At my initial first cafe, it showed me that I was resilient. I was beating myself up for everything I had ever done in life. Oh, well, why I made this decision? Why do I have all these kids? I wish I didn't have them. Oh, this, that, and the third. I was resilient. I had a good quality in me that I didn't know that I had.
Parenting is just tough. No matter how you spin it, our job is to be supportive. Our job is to, try to connect you to what would help you.
That means basically no judgment.
The parent cafes are facilitated through our various community umbrella agencies that are spread out across the city. We put services in your respective community, making them convenient, and we believe by doing that, you build a healthy family. Healthy families build healthy children. Healthy children build healthy communities.
The awesome support system that I get from the cafes, it made me understand that even with me standing alone, I'm really not. Even in our worst states, with little snot bubbles looking crazy, we have to love up on each other. Somebody's gonna look at your situation and say, oh my God, through her strength, I can make it. And that's why I attend the parent cafes.
I'm not the same person that I was when I walked in my first cafe. I'm a completely different lady. I'm a million miles away from that girl, and I'm growing every day.
If you're ever thinking about going to a parent cafe, do it. It's so much love. If you're looking for real friends, we're here for you.
So you've just finished hearing about our parent cafes, which we're so excited to have starting May 21st of this year. Look for more information about this event as well as future events that'll be happening quarterly beginning next year. So in addition to those parent cafes, you'll have family events in which those events will be celebrating learning together through fun community building activities, as well as literacy nights in which you as a parent, as a guardian, can certainly learn strategies to support your child's reading development at home. Finally, parent education workshops on supporting academic and social emotional development. But that's not it for parent development or parent engagement. There certainly is more. Engagement can take place through these educational opportunities, but we also want you to get involved at other levels. At the very top of this pyramid are school volunteers, supporting classroom activities, chaperoning field trips, teacher needs, and even field day. Even a little bit more involvement than that is our Bilingual Parent Advisory Committee, which advocates for language learners. And at the bottom of this pyramid, the foundation is really our PTO and our PTA, those organizations that support school-wide initiatives. Even occasional help makes a difference. So please share your talents and ideas to help enrich our school community and our district. I look forward to answering your questions about next steps. We're here to address your questions and provide clarification about any of the topics that we've discussed tonight. We also encourage you to sign up tonight for those two opportunities, the Bilingual Parent Advisory Committee, as well as the parent cafes, if you're interested in participating in those activities. And for us to keep you informed of them, please let us know. Most importantly, stay connected to our district website and your school's website and our district's Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on the upcoming events as well as future opportunities.